I thought I was gonna get slightly bigger G-Shock Square with better buttons. What I actually bought was a tank, a beast, monster. This is the G-Shock GX56BB, aka the G-Shock King. And it might be just too big. And I really think I hit the limit with how big of a watch I can pull off. Let's start with the box. Casio has gone eco-friendly with this one. Recycled cardboard, minimal ink, all very sustainable. And I do appreciate it, I really do. But man, those old metal G-Shock tins, they were part of the identity for me. Opening one felt like unlocking a little vault or something. New one just doesn't hit the same. Like I said, the reason why I bought it was because I wanted the same aesthetic as the G-Shock Square in a slightly bigger package with the bigger buttons. And when I saw it online, I was like, cool, this is exactly what I want. Spoiler alert, it's not. The G-Shock King isn't just big, it's comically big. How do I even measure this thing? Logically, luck to luck would be where the screws are. But just look how much further the strap goes before it starts turning down. So probably like this. And that is whopping 70.6 millimeters. 52.7 millimeters in diameter and 16.8 millimeters thick. That is a lot of thick. The shape isn't round or oval, it is a rectangle with a lot of armor. Massive resin guards on every side, chunky locks, sharp angles. It feels very tactical, especially in this blackout version. It looks like a black box from an aircraft. That happens to tell time. And the buttons that made me buy it in the first place? Big, textured, so great, right? Not again. They are surprisingly hard to press anyway. And that is because this thing is mud resistant, probably sealed up tighter than submarine hatch. It's not that bad, you can totally press it, just sometimes it feels like you need to do a couple of finger push-ups before you do. So it's kind of ironic because I wanted it because of the big buttons, but it's almost easier to press the ones on G-Shock Square. And here is where it starts feeling very strange. That is the feature set. Because despite the size, there is not a lot of going on. For the most part, it's standard solar powered G-Shock. Even a bit less because it's not multiband 6, which most of the solar powered G-Shocks are. It's got time, alarm, stopwatch, countdown timer, world time, all the usual basic Casio stuff. But that's it. No altimeter, no barometer, no compass, no GPS, no Bluetooth, nothing. Starts feeling a bit silly when you compare it to something like a Rangeman, which kind of earns its bulk being packed with features. It's kind of like a survival tool. The GX56, just big for the sake of being big. Look how the entire Rangeman with its triple sensor fits in the lux of this monster. Like it walked into the room, flexed, and said, "Just look at me. Don't ask me what I do. Just look at me." Like a bodybuilder. Yeah, it's kind of a bodybuilder, which will show no real function. But having said all that, this might very well be the toughest watch on Earth. It is shock resistant, mud resistant, solar powered, and it feels built like it could survive a fall from an international spaceship and being run over by tanks when it lands. Let's talk about the screen. And again, it's a negative display. I will never learn. It looks cool until you actually try to read the time. It is not exactly a secret that Casio in a negative displays is as good of a combo as socks in sandals. But you gotta give it that it looks damn cool. It's entirely blacked out. It looks stealthy, although not very legible. It's kind of useless in most conditions. Just look at it next to the standard G-Shock Square. Somehow, the G-Shock Square has a bigger and more legible numerals than this monstrosity. It's pretty clear which one is easier to read in it. And speaking of the screen, it's got some interesting details. You can clearly see the solar panels all around. It's split in the middle with this plastic border. It's kind of cool. On the upper part, you see the standard day date. On the lower part, you see the time. What I find interesting, however, is the text that is printed on the crystal. For a long time, I thought it was dirty. And I gotta say, I really like looking at it. I mean, when the conditions are right and you can see the time. It feels like a testosterone injection right into your butt. This strap is over engineered in a best and worst way. It is thick, it's kind of stiff, it's screwed into the case because no standard spring bars are good enough for a kink. And it's got this double keeper set up like it's holding a jet engine. It is 22 millimeter wide, but on a watch this big, it feels like 16 millimeter, like a string on a brick. And there are screws holding even that keeper. I mean, this thing is just ridiculous. Now my wrist is 7 inch. Not the biggest, not the smallest. Standard. Good standard. This thing is so flat, so huge that it overhangs like a diving board. When you look at it from above, it's all watch, no wrist, pure presence. And I appreciate that a lot of people want it. I just kind of feel like kids stealing daddy's watch when I wear it. You know, throughout my watch collecting years, I got kind of used to that most people don't give a damn about watches. It happens exactly twice when somebody complimented my watch, and it was on the watches that were very affordable. Only once somebody out of the blue said, "Oh man, this is an ugly watch." You can guess the watch. It is impossible not to notice this thing. And people do notice this thing and they get opinions, negative opinions. My brain keeps on telling me this watch is too big, it's too loud, too bold, too ridiculous. Nobody needs that much resin in their life. It's an overkill. Nobody in the right mind should buy it or wear it. It's just ridiculous. It's yeah, I'm keeping that one. There is something weirdly endearing about a watch that is so damn committed about being what it is. So yeah, this is definitely not for everyone. Heck, I don't even think it's for me. But I think I'm gonna keep it for a while. This is a G-Shock King, and I have been humbled. As usual, guys, thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you didn't like the video, thank you for watching this far. And please let me know in the comments. Have you ever fallen in love with very unreasonable watch? Have you ever tried this thing on? My name is Karel and this is Watch Watch. Till next time. Cheers.